You're looking at Pinson Valley High School, home of the Indians, where tonight on this rainy, dreary evening, they will be playing host to the number 3 team in 6A. That's the Cougars of Clay Chalkville. Hello, everyone. I'm Matt Coulter, along with my partner, Chris Osborne. We'll be joined by Ariel Schaefer in just a moment. First of all, let's just get in from the rain. Hey, you have any trouble getting over here? It took me like an hour to get here because there's so much traffic.
You know, I know the back roads, but what a great night to be inside.
Absolutely.
Right? So I'm glad to be inside. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to be back. We were here Monday, and we'll be pretty busy next week and throughout, really, the basketball season and moving into baseball. We'll get to that later. Pinson Valley's homestanding Indians, and they are 5-13 on the year. They are 0-1 in area play, having lost to Gardendale earlier in the week. Clay Chalkville is an impressive 15-1. Their only loss coming at the hands of Prattville.
You know, Matty, this is one of those games that you really hope doesn't look the same on paper as it looks on the court. You know, we've seen some pretty evenly matched teams, not so much here on paper, but, you know, again, Pinson Valley at home, so they got the home crowd behind them. You never know what could happen. This may be one of those magical nights for them, but, again, very impressive Clay Chalkville basketball girls team, 15-1, as you said. They are third, again, as you said, in 6A. So this is going to be a high-powered offense.
Not just good basketball here tonight in Pinson, but we'll also have some interesting storylines, and who digs them up better than our own Ariel Schaefer. How you doing tonight? Did you get in? Did you bring your umbrella and your gear?
Hey, I did bring my umbrella coming in, but also, too, not too long ago, I'm going to step out of frame. Over at center court, they had to have a bucket come out and clean out center court. There is some rain coming down from the ceiling, so we'll have to make sure these girls aren't slipping and sliding as we start this first game. But, guys, what a rivalry game this matchup's going to be. This is a big one for both teams. Expect this gym to be packed, not only for the girls' game, but also for the guys' game. But for Pinson Valley tonight, they're going to be playing a little short-handed, but they're going to be looking for 2 girls to step up. Look at Amaya Daly and also Tamia Williams. Coach Gill's telling me not too long ago that she's really looking for them to be able to clean up the offensive glass and be able to box out, because Clay Chalkville's really bring down low, but also make sure they can create their own opportunities, drive to the basket, and try to get to the cherry line tonight. So it's going to be a fun one, which is moments away from beginning. Matt?
Thank you, Ariel. And as you see on the right-hand portion of your screen, that's where it'll be packed here just before too long. That's where the majority of the students will end up. But you're talking about proximity and rivalries. These school, Coach and I looked it up, they're 5.6 miles away from each other.
Yeah, they are. And I can tell you, whether it's football, wrestling, basketball, track, or anything else, the rivalry is alive and well.
Chris, let's take a look at the starting 5 for the Cougars of Clay Chalkville, who come in here at 15-1.
Absolutely. Madison Hale, obviously, is one of their key players, as is Mackenzie Hale. Sisters there. One is older than the other, not twins. Kamora Brewster, Autumn Daniel, and Kari King. And so what we'll be looking for is production from Brewster, Madison Hale, and Mackenzie Hale.
And now for the home team, that's Pinson Valley, the Lady Indians. They've had some last-minute changes due to illness. Hall will play. She will not start, and her minutes will be somewhat limited. Their best player is probably Jelia Anderson, and she has pneumonia. In fact, the other night during a game, she collapsed because she was so sick. So she's not even going to dress. To be honest with you, Chris, I don't even know if she's in the gymnasium. But watch for number 24, and that's Summer Addison. Girl can just flat out play. I remember her from last year.
Yeah, we called her name a lot last year, Matty.
As they introduce the visitors, now home team. There's Summer Addison.
Good shot there of her.
She's just tall and lanky
and just a
lean.
Sophomore.
And that's what's really impressive is that of all the players on the roster, she's the one we remember last year when she was playing as a freshman.
You know, Maddie, before the game starts, I'll just give you a quick anecdote. I played in a rec league game way back when, eons ago, where there was a leak in the ceiling and they had a bucket at center court off to the side collecting water. So let's hope we don't have to go that far tonight.
There's a good look at Kevin Connor in his 5th year at Clay Chalkville. But he actually started here. He started as an assistant coach at Pinson and, in fact, met his wife here, Diana. And I thought that was an interesting story because not only did he get his start in basketball, but he got his start, found his wife right here. And she's now in Hoover, I think, in the school system there.
Matty, you are a wealth of information. Where do you get all of this stuff?
I asked a lot of questions. I'm great at parties. I'll quiz everybody. All right, off the tip, Pinson Valley in white, homestanding white, along with the deep maroon and the yellow trim. Clay Chalkville is in the very, very dark blue, or almost it's black.
Pinson starting out with that zone, 2-3 zone.
They play a lot of half court. They're not going to press it too much. Inside shot won't fall for Summer Addison. Up. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered if it fell. She was given a charge.
Yeah, I think she ducked her shoulder a little bit. She was tied up between two Clay Chalkville players, and so ends up with the charge.
Indians will open up in a zone. Down in the corner goes Clay Chalkville. Summer with a nice defensive play, knocked it out of bounds. Clay Chalkville will maintain possession of the basketball. Just underway here at Pinson Valley, Clay Chalkville. Cougars and Indians. Top of the key, Daniel, the freshman. Shot from 3 by 3. That's Kimora Brewster. Wow, she drained that one, Chrissy.
She did. Set up, planted her feet. Nice form.
Zone also being played by the Cougars. Jumper, baseline, just off. Shot put up by Harry King. At the other end, 3 down in the corner. It's good. That's Madison Hale. And Pinson Valley doesn't like the way this thing has started, 6-0. So
wow. Let's take another look at that. The great kick out, sets her feet, nothing but net from Madison Hale.
Yeah, both shots didn't roll around. They just went straight down. We'll hold it here as we're just a minute and 16 seconds in. Pinson Valley head coach is Tamara Gills. Clay Chalkville head coach, we saw him a minute ago. There he is, as Kevin Connor. This is known as Mike Dutton Gymnasium for their famed basketball coach from many years ago. He coached a guy named Desmond Jennings. Do you remember him?
I do.
He played football, baseball, and then Major League Baseball.
All around athlete.
Yeah. Working it around the perimeter are the Indians. Tinsley lobs it inside. That's Summer. Back out, top of the key. Tinsley won't go.
Might have got just a little piece of that one.
Wow. Coast to coast, off the glass. She just took control. That was Hale. So the sisters both have buckets. Both sophomores, but not twins. King gets it inside, and there's Summer Addison with the layup on a great interior pass.
Right. She, you have a look at it there. She definitely is a factor in the paint.
Running the show. Brewster, she's got a 3. Back out. Hale. Brewster, no. Nice rebound. Missed. But the Cougars have possession of the basketball. Cutting to the goal, off the glass, 2 for Hale. She's got a couple of buckets now. That's Mackenzie Hale, and then there's Madison Hale.
But did you see that cut? She saw the open lane, and she took it strong, straight to the goal. I mean, that's all you can ask for as a coach.
Well, and we had a perfect angle. We just saw the C part there, and she went left-handed off the glass. Great bucket. 10-2. The visitors have jumped on top of Pinson Valley in a hurry. Baseline, dribbling. That's Bledsoe.
Got a push there.
Check that. That's Tamia.
Referee
Williams.
Chuck Willis right there. We saw him earlier in the week.
And then we met him before the game for a little bit. He was in his street clothes. Nobody recognized him.
Sometimes that's a good thing.
Yeah, if you're wearing the stripes.
So, Matty, here's the thing you haven't noticed already in the first quarter of this game. Check out the shoes by Pinson Valley. They are all wearing opposite color shoes, every single one of the starters.
So do they swap if they have the same size? You know, I need some more information on that. By the way, great observation, though. I'm usually the shoe guy, but you're all over it. And even their laces are different. We got a whistle. Offensive foul on Ray Tinsley.
I didn't see that one.
I didn't either.
But, hey, there's a reason they're on the court and we're up here in the stands.
Rarely criticize officials. I'm on their side. That's a tough job without announcers griping at them. Clay Chalkville delivers, running the lane. There's a
And that
foul.
is an absolute charge. Great position there to stand your ground, get ready to take the contact, and got the charge.
Williams and Tinsley in the backcourt across the arrow in Pinson Valley. Moving the perimeter. There's a lob inside. King. Dishes off
great
to Addison.
dish.
Oh, that's how you draw it up. Watch it.
Look at there. She's wide open. Nice dish. Easy bucket.
You got to make that lob, though. You got to get it over the defender, and King certainly did that.
You know, and that kind of play will keep them in this game.
Just their second bucket. We're halfway through the initial quarter. You're right. So was Ariel. This place is filling up. By the time the guys who get here, it's going to be SRO. They're going to be sitting up here next to you. There's a three ball. It won't go. Offensive rebound, Cougars. Nice play. King inside. That's King. Off the glass, won't go.
You know, you can see why this is such a great team. Man, they are moving around. They're flying, finding the ball, getting turnovers, and here they have numbers, the fast break.
The pace favors the Cougars. They like to move at 94 feet, while the Lady Indians would much rather just play some half court. Autumn Daniel is going to go to the line. Clay Chalkville's really, really young. They have nine underclassmen, that being freshmen and sophomore. And that's one of them, Daniel. Wow, nice touch on the free throw.
And so you know what that means. They have a very bright future ahead for several more years with them being this young.
And they're 15-1 this year with 2 seniors and 1 junior. Autumn Daniel, second free throw. Nice two-handed touch on that one. Lead back out to 8 for Clay Chalkville. Pinson Valley working the perimeter. Up, double team, and you got the boundary and a whistle.
I think we had a 3-second call
the other night
on Summer Addison.
We had a carry.
Camping out in the lane there. Can't
and now
do that.
3-pointer. 3-second call. You don't see many of those at all. Brewster driving, kicks it down in the corner. 3-ball put up, missed by Hale. Here come the Indians. Driving baseline and hammered.
That was nice handles by Tamia Williams to slow it down at half court. Saw she was a little out of control and just kind of wisely slowed up, and then she took off to go straight to the rim, and she's rewarded with the trip to the line.
First free throws of the evening for Pinson Valley. Good. Checking back in is McKenzie. Now check that. That's Summer Addison. Kind of hard to miss her, Matt. She's got a yellow and a purple, referring to the shoes. They are interesting. Man, she makes both of them. 6-point lead, though. Cougars with that lead and the basketball. Double team was taken care of in a hurry with a brisk pass. Inside, Makula has checked in, the junior. Driving to the lane, off the glass. Actually, it didn't hit the glass. A shot up by Autumn Daniel. She draws the foul, and she'll go back to the free throw line.
Not sure that pass was meant for Makula, but she was in the right place at the right time, was able to get it and restart their offense.
I'm just looking down the Clay Chalkville roster. So they could start an all-name team. Essence Rouser, how about that? Autumn Daniel is at the free throw line. Cheyenne McCula, we just talked about. McKenzie, Shamry, Jamiria, all great names. Second free throw will not go. 13-6. Here comes Pinson Valley. Quickly, top of the key. Tinsley. And they'll work it back around. Chrissy Spivey, freshman for Pinson Valley, has checked in. Wow, three-pointer. Way off the mark by Tinsley. Here come the Cougars, other end, driving, shot, up, no, foul, yes.
That's going to be a block.
And that'll put the Cougars back at the free throw line.
Jamaria McDonald, I think that's the first time we've called her name tonight. See if she can get on the box score here.
Oh, she has a nice touch on it. She just didn't get the back roll. Makula checks back out.
Kari King getting her first minutes for tonight. Maddie?
Nice spin. Those are some great looking purple pinks.
Matt, it's a shame it's after Christmas. We could get you some of those pink and purple
You think I look
shoes.
good in those?
Yeah.
Turnover. Here come the Cougars on the run. 1:20 left in the first quarter. She just took it the length of the floor. That's Brewster again. She averages 12. I think she's close to halfway there.
Yeah, she's got 5 already. She is quick and she's fearless.
Just a little over a minute. Inside, great lob pass. That's Addison. Does the spin, the 360, and off the glass, no good, but she drew the foul.
But what great defense. Let's take a look at this. The defense sliding over to make sure that that's not an easy, uncontested bucket. That was McDonald filling that gap to keep her from having the easy layup.
Summer Addison, the sophomore center. Left-handed free throw will not go. Second free throw, couple of dribbles. Good look.
Oh,
Got
gets
the
the roll.
bounce. Yep.
She's got 5 on the night.
15-7. Cougars. Whoa, launching a 3 from way outside. That shot was put up by Daniel. Offensive rebound, then quickly goes back to Pinson Valley. There's that lob. They like to do that, don't they? They lob it to 23 or 24. That's King or Addison.
They do, but they're collapsing so quickly
Yep.
that she's not able to do anything with it. So maybe if one of their perimeter shooters can make their presence known, might be able to ease the tension a little bit on D.
Tried to force it to Addison. Turnover. Cougars the other way. Blocker charge. That's a charge.
These ladies are really doing a good job of stepping in there and getting set and taking these charges. That's not easy to do, especially not on the prep level.
All right. Ray Tinsley with the basketball. There you see she is just an 8th grader and a starter. She's going to drive, shuffles into that. That's walking.
She did. You know, Maddie, I was thinking about it from a coaching standpoint. I think what Pinson's going to have to do, they're going to have to spread the floor out and break that zone.
At the buzzer.
Not a bad heave.
Not really.
But they're going to have to spread the floor out and break that zone and try to get their post player involved.
Visitors, the Cougars from Clay Chalkville, are leading at 15-7 at the end of the first quarter here on Jeff Coed TV.
Welcome to Clay Chalkville High School. We are Big Clay. We are Jeff Coed Strong.
There's a good look at the gymnasium here, Mike Dutton Gym, on the campus of Pinson Valley. Let's go side court.
Well, guys, it's only the second quarter of the girls' game, and I don't know if you can see the student section right now. We have the Pinson Valley cheerleaders, and look at even more with the student section here. It's going to be packed. This is one of the biggest rivalry games, not only in Class 6A, but also in this area. Clay Chalkville cheerleaders also getting along as well, and that is what head coach Kevin Conner told me. He said that they need to be extra disciplined because of this home crowd environment, making sure they drive to the basket, take care of things in the charity stripe, but also play with it themselves and have no outside forces. Matt?
Thank you. And Kevin told me before the game, he said, I kind of hope maybe rain will lessen the home crowd.
It did.
That's not going to happen. Clay traveled. Of course, it's only about a block and a half away. I'm exaggerating, but 5.6 miles the distance between these two schools. Very close.
Maddie, you could still probably jog 5.6, couldn't you?
If you gave me a day, no problem. I used to go about 2 or 3 a day. I've fallen off of it. Back top of the key, Pinson Valley in white with the basketball. They're trailing 15-7. We got a quick whistle on the fast break. That's your buddy with the call. He's on. I did not pick up the numeral. Checking back in is Tinsley, who started.
Clay has cooled off a little bit.
Oh, great bounce pass inside. Even better defense by King with a block. Follow up. It won't go for Clay Chalkville. Now ball's kicked out of bounds.
That was a great defensive stand for Pinson Valley. You know, the score is 7-15. Doesn't say a lot. I mean, right now, these teams are pretty even on the court.
They have been. Cougars jumped out to that 10-2 lead, and they've just kind of been sitting on it for a little while.
Risky pass. They were able to round it up.
Lob inside. Addison. Back outside. Now bounce pass inside. Turnover. Here come the Cougars across the timeline with the basketball down in the corner. Shot. Won't go for Brewster.
That was a great-looking shot in rhythm. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Madison Hale with a shot there. You saw the turnover. And down in the corner. Passing up on the three. Up. She traveled.
Oh, she was thinking about what she wanted to do before she did it.
Autumn Daniel with the turnover. Checking back in or in is Akira Tellis another one of the freshmen for Clay Chalkville.
It'd also be interesting, Maddie, to see how deep these benches are, right? You know, got one team with some ill players, the other team coming in. So, I mean, bench play may be very important tonight.
Yeah, Pinson Valley has 2 players. One's not even dressed because of pneumonia. And then Hall, I'm not sure we've called Shea Hall's name yet.
Coach Tamara Gill's begging for a timeout. She was halfway on the floor.
Yeah, saw her trying to get the attention of the official. There's the other side of the court. That's Kevin Connor, his 5th year. As I say, and I guess it gets redundant, but if it's true, I don't have any other choice. When we meet and greet and talk to these coaches before the games, they're just such good people. I mean, we know they're really good coaches, and they got really good players, and I think it's pretty much a given in Jefferson County. You know that the schools are going to have a good base and a foundation. But they're genuinely happy that we're doing these games, as we are.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff Coed, we're very fortunate that Dr. Goslin allows us to do this, and I think that, you know, each one of these communities and these neighborhoods really appreciate being able to see their kids and send a link to their grandparents and other relatives and friends around the country to watch this. So thank you all at home for joining us.
Good place to be tonight if you're not here. And by the way, if you're on your way or you have plans to get here, leave early. Because it is raining. As we mentioned, it's leaked onto the basketball floor just a little bit, and that's a lot of rain. I saw something earlier that said we could get as many as 5 inches.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Lob inside, give it to Addison. Oh, jump ball. Or did they whistle a foul?
Great
tell me,
sportsmanship
Chris.
there.
Yeah.
They're going to call a foul, but you know, I think that's in the game plan for Clay Chalkville to always collapse. They're not letting Pinson pull them out into the backcourt.
Pinson's been sitting on 7 for several minutes. Game clock time. King, bad pass. Picked off by Daniel. Daniel with Tinsley gives some token pressure. Back on the other end of the floor. 3 ball put up by Clay Chalkville. Was it a 3?
No, that
it
was
was
a
good
2,
by Brewster.
But it was a step back 3. Let's take a look there. Step back just inside the 3. There you have it.
10-point lead. Largest for Clay Chalkville. Errant pass. It'll be tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Clay Chalkville.
I can tell you, I'm going to use the term, but Autumn Daniel is a dog at the top of that key. She's not letting easy passes float by her. If it's close, she's going to try to get a hand on it. Inside.
Boy, you're right about how Clay Chalkville is just shutting down that lob entry pass to Summer Addison. 3 ball won't go. Board clean by Kari King, the sophomore. Wow, streaking towards the goal, off the glass, and good. What a shot by Tam Williams.
And that's what they're going to need. Let's have another look at it. Splits the defense, takes one side, and makes it happen.
Great move by the senior guard.
And Pinson Valley needs that.
Half-court offense set up by Clay Chalkville. Working the perimeter. Hale in the corner. 3 ball put up just off the mark. Madison Hale. Oh, errant pass off the glass. Alert play by Mackenzie Hale, and now the lead is back to 10 again.
You know, I like the hustle on the part of Pinson Valley, but that just wasn't a smart basketball play. You know, you don't let it go out. You knew it wasn't on you, but you try to save it and end up giving your opponent 2 points. Easy points.
Big tumble inside. Her name is Summer Rain. I mentioned all the great names we got here, but it's Summer Rain Addison. McDonald comes in for the Cougs.
Giving Summer a little break. I think she's a little frustrated, right? You know, she's probably used to kind of applying her will in the inside, but it's not happening tonight.
Now, she had the one really good lob inside, laid it off the glass. Since then, they really shut it down inside. Whistle, ball back in the hands. Clay Chalkville, the Cougars.
Grabbed the ball on the inside, shuffled her feet a little bit. You know, we always teach don't bring the ball down, but we also have to teach don't shuffle your feet.
Cougars moving around the perimeter, down along the baseline. McDonald.
Oh, great pass, just couldn't finish.
Pinson Valley, a little wild dribbling through the lane. Back out front, Tinsley. She's got the goggles going for her. Driving, there's the senior, lays it up again. It won't go for Williams. Back the other way.
That was a really awkward.
Is it a block?
And one. No, it's buckets.
Not a block. There you go. Let's look again. You make the call.
Here she goes. Defender in the air. That's going to be buckets and one.
Yeah, and when good look replay. Thank you, Carson. He's at that end of the goal, and they're great photographers for this Jeffco Ed TV. But I could have made that call because she was definitely moving, both feet, in fact. So that will put the Cougs at the line with now their largest lead at 12, and at the free throw line is Brewster. She misses, doesn't get the three-point play. However, Clay Chalkville did get the rebound. (21-9). This has all just been built on the 10-2 lead that the Cougars took in the first quarter. Oh, good defense, Pinson Valley. Now on the run, Williams is going to get hacked.
Coach Kevin Connor didn't like that foul at all. Fast break was starting, and his player kind of reached from behind. Well, they say a ticky-tack foul. You really don't need that.
Williams for Pinson Valley, and Autumn Daniel, the freshman for Clay Chalkville, checked back in to the lineup, both starters. There's the senior, really like her style, her play. Inside lob. This time they got it to go. That's Summer again.
She's got 7 on the night.
A little bit of bench time fired her up. Of course, she can't make that play without a great entry lob.
Teamwork makes the. Come on, Maddie. Finish my sentences. The dream work.
All right. Clay Chalkville, top of the key. Tray launched by Brewster. Won't go. Wow. Out of control. Tinsley throws it high off the glass. Almost went down anyway.
Heads up defensive play by Shea Hall to knock that ball out after it was rebounded by the defense. Went last off of Clay Chalkville, so Pinson retains the ball.
See right in the middle of your screen. Now she jetted out to the baseline. Other side is, whoa, there's the three. Chrissy Spivey checked in, but at the other side, shot put up and good by Shea Hall. She is in the lineup, flu and all. I don't mean to indicate that she has it now, but she had it. And that's why her minutes is, why she didn't start, and her minutes are limited.
Another travel there. Great ball movement, but, you know, when that ball's coming to you, you have to get in your mind what it is that you're going to do before you do it, right?
Yep.
And when that happens, then you have a better chance of making a good basketball move. It's like a receiver trying to think about the touchdown before he ever catches the ball.
Exactly. Good parallel there, Coach. That's Spivey, the freshman guard who just checked in, getting some minutes. And she is among some tall timber. Yep, they try to get the lob inside. Great front defense by King.
Yeah, that ball was tipped coming in.
There's a launch, another three put up by the Cougs, won't go. That was Autumn Daniel with a shot. Coming down with a rebound.
Summer Addison just went up there and got that rebound.
She will, as a sophomore, you got to think she'll be playing at another level in a couple of years. She's, like we said earlier in our broadcast, inside pass, kind of tipped around, laying it up and off the glass. It's King. Clay Chalkville back the other end. Great pass down low. Shot too strong, but free throws will be forthcoming.
Actually, that last bucket, Maddie, I think was Amaya Daly, number 23 with the long hair.
My bad.
For Pinson Valley. That's her first two on the night. She was in the right place at the right time.
She got a rare start. At the line, McDonald won't go. She'll get another. 2.2 seconds remaining. And first, the tying of the shoe.
It's always important.
Bounce, bounce. McDonald shot. Boy, that was a good-looking free throw. The freshman makes good. 22-16. That's the end of the first half with Clay Chalkville leading. And Ariel Schaefer will be with us in just a minute. Grab the coaches as we head to the locker rooms on this rainy night. Oh, there he goes. And there she is with Kevin.
All right, Coach, you guys have been able to attack from beyond the arc, but also drive and create opportunities. How would you evaluate your team's offense this half?
I think we've played well. We've been able to get stops and get into transition. In the half court, they do a really good job defensively. I knew it was going to be a struggle. So our best opportunities is going to be getting stops and pushing, and that allows us to get better looks. If we're walking the ball in the floor, it becomes a struggle for us to score. So we got to push the ball.
Pinson Valley also creating some opportunities down low. How would you evaluate your team's defense on the blocks?
I think we're fighting. I mean, we're outsized everybody we play. I mean, we're small. My starting center's 5'4". So, like, we're small, we're young, they're fighting, but sometimes they're just bigger than you are, and so we just got to fight a little harder. We did a good job. It's 21-9, and then our best player decides to pick up a third foul going on the floor, and she's got to come out the game, and all of a sudden it's a 7-0 run. So, like, we got to stay out of foul trouble. We got to keep fighting inside. But we got to score in transition, and we just got to keep the ball out of the post. If they get the ball in the post, we're in trouble.
Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you.
But they're not letting them. You noticed that earlier. They are fronting and blocking and just literally collapsing back on Summer Addison.
Absolutely. They are protecting the paint. They're playing a zone 2-3, and that zone 2-3 is neutralizing except for a couple of lobs from one big to the next down there when they lose sight of her. So great defensive plan is working, but it is a whole lot closer than on paper it would be, 22-16.
Coach Connor made reference to his Lady Cougars' size. 5'4" as a center. Their tallest player is only 5'7", but they have the lead as we go to the break, 22-16. It's halftime on Jeffco Ed TV.
Weeks of work, by machine and by hand, all to support women experiencing hair loss.
We made beauty bands and hair caps for people who has lost their hair to make them feel beautiful and just to kind of boost their confidence.
Zanaya Bergens, 12th grader at Pinson Valley High School, is a part of the Skills USA Salon Management Group that makes these beauty bands and caps. For years, the student-led organization has donated their creations to local groups.
To see something in person and knowing that it's made for your organization, it's a different type of feeling. I'm just so grateful to God for allowing me to be here to receive this from my organization.
This month, students presented their donations to Sandy Green, president and founder of Don't Stare, Just Ask, #Alopecia.
I'm just so excited to be able to make someone smile, to make someone happy, to make someone know that you're not alone.
Providing support to those with hair loss is a personal mission for Sandy. She was diagnosed with alopecia more than 25 years ago. What was once a source of shame has now become something Sandy embraces and helps others embrace too.
I model for alopecia. I'm a spokesperson for alopecia. I wrote 2 alopecia books, one about my journey and one for children. And it's just been so awesome to be a spokesperson for something that I hid for so long, but now I'm freely talking about it. I have children in my organization as well, and it warms my heart because the youngest one is 7, and I don't know if I could be bald at 7 without being shameful, hiding it. And these girls have power, these girls have strength, and they're not ashamed of who they are.
This feeling of empowerment, something Sandy and students hope to spread through these donations.
It made me feel good to be giving back and helping others and making others feel beautiful.
For Jeff Coed TV, I'm Emma Owen.
Preparing Jefferson County students for the jobs of today and tomorrow with hands-on learning. This is the focus of Career and Technical Education, also known as CTE. One of these CTE pathways is the drone program at Chalkville High School.
With the growing industry of drone technology, we feel like it's necessary to jump out in front of the industry.
Mr. Patrick Hatcher leads the program, now in its 2nd year.
My background goes from military experience from 25 years of teaching drones inside of the military.
Hatcher is teaching students skills that will help them become certified drone operators, leading to job opportunities.
We teach our students on the platform necessary to go out and pass the FAA Part 107 exam, and we stress that safety is paramount. We're out to teach the components, we're out to teach weather, speed, time, and distance, latitude and longitude, so the kids can learn how to chart on the aviation charts.
Chalkville student Jordan Rush is the president of the Drone Club. He is using these skills he learned to help record video for the Cougars football team.
My main job is just making sure the film is done correctly. I make sure everything is right with the drone, make sure stuff like the batteries, what's damaged, what isn't damaged, what worked, what doesn't work. Just make sure the footage is good in general.
Jordan says he's been fascinated with drones for several years. And now a senior, Jordan says he's been learning about career opportunities from Hatcher.
They're heavily used in agriculture and can be used with real estate, construction sites, and just really shows a bunch of different uses that drones can really have.
Hatcher expects those opportunities to continue to grow.
Job opportunities are steadfast with the drone technology. The industry is going to keep growing, it's going to get more robust, and it's going to just be around for a long time.
Reporting for Jeff Coed TV, I'm Maya Pippins.
All right, we're back at Mike Dutton Gymnasium, right here on the campus of Pinson Valley High School. Jeff Coed TV, as Valley hosts Chalkville. I'm Matt Coulter, along with Chris Osborne.
Hey!
And our great crew, which includes Ariel Schaefer, and she is going to nab the head coach here in just a second. Coach Gill's walking towards the camera, and we'll just toss it down on the floor.
Coach, only down by 6, however, there's a second half left to play. What was the message to the team in the locker room?
Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Stick to the game plan and keep fighting. And turnover. Limit our turnovers and give us a chance to compete.
All right, Coach, good luck the second half.
Thank you, Ariel. They stayed in the locker room until there was less than a minute left on the halftime clock. So
no warm-up.
Coaching them up.
No warm-up. Get out there and play ball.
What do you think they're going to do to try and overcome the 6-point deficit?
I said it earlier, I'll say it again. If Pinson Valley is able to spread out that half-court offense and bring them to the top of the key, which will allow some room in the paint, they may be successful with their 2 bigs.
All right, we'll start the third quarter of play here. On a rainy night in Jefferson County. Top of the key, working it around. That's Williams. Tinsley. And back to Williams. Tight zone by Clay Chalkville. They do not want 23 and 24 to get the basketball. Addison, big-time player. You see with her hand extended, running the baseline along the paint, inside the paint.
Pinson Valley being very patient. Good interior pass, and she draws the foul.
Yep.
That's what they were patient, and that's what they wanted. They didn't get the shot, but certainly that interior pass is what they're looking for. And we have seen that they have a couple of perimeter shooters, at least one. Let's see.
Passed up the three, drive, shot off the glass. She drew the foul. And going on the line will be Tinsley. Just an 8th grader.
How about that? You know, if Tinsley can nail a couple from outside, you know, you had Hall that made that three-pointer late in the second quarter. That will open up a lot for Pinson Valley down low if they have to guard outside.
First free throw off the mark. Tinsley for her second. Good look at Tammy. That one didn't hit any orange at all. So lead's been cut from 6 at halftime, now back to 5. However, the Cougars have the basketball. They are 15-1, ranked 3rd in the state of Alabama. Pinson Valley in the zone, although Tinsley has extended it.
Great block.
Here comes the senior. Williams on the run. Goes around the potential charge and laid it off the glass. That was pretty.
Williams, Tamia Williams, who had the step-through layup, fast break. This Pinson team is not backing down.
Oh, great pass along the baseline and the proper finish there by Kyrie King. 24-19, lead is 5. Pinson Valley has the basketball. Yep, they want to get it inside, and they do. Trying to get it to Addison, it won't go.
Oh, it's high off the glass. That was a good attempt.
That's her shot.
Just need a little more English on that one.
Autumn Daniel. They work it around the perimeter. Jumper, what pretty form. Good shot, Kamora Brewster.
Brewster's the leading scorer right now. I've got her at 11 on the evening.
Yeah, she averages 12. Her coach said she may be also her best defender. Let's go Addison. Down in the corner. 3 put up, won't go. Addison right there for the rebound. Short little hopper, won't go. Back up again and again. Is she finally going to get it? No, but she'll go to the line. What does she have, 3 or 4 shots down there?
Let's have another look here. 1, 2, and fouled there. She actually had 3 chances at it. Using that left hand.
Now she'll get 2 chances. Not defended. Left-hander.
Did you know she was a left-hander?
Yeah, I don't remember that from last year. I got to be totally honest with you. But that just gives her even more advantage in addition to her height and her basketball IQ. She's just a sophomore. I can see her playing at the next level. Wow, nice touch on the free throw. Lead is at 6, as you see at the Jeffco Ed TV scoreboard at the lower third of your screen. Oh, passed up the 3. Daniel won't, and Daniel nailed it. That is a huge basket, and it's going to cause a timeout here
Autumn Daniel has 6 points, 1 3, and 3 free throws. There's a look at it. Pass up the 3 there. Unselfish ball plan and nothing but net.
Sophomore Mackenzie Hale caught her out of the corner of the eye, and she went ahead and drilled it. Let's go side court.
Well, we keep on mentioning, guys, how tonight is the place to be. And if you're anywhere between Pinson Valley, you want to be here. Look over here. This guy's really familiar, especially with Clay Chalkville. That's Jalen Mbakwe. He played for the Crimson Tide for 2 seasons, but he recently is now transferring over to Georgia Tech. But it was really cool to see Jalen come in. All the little kids, whether it's Pinson Valley, where they're wearing Clay Chalkville, one up, and he was so gracious talking to every single one of them. You have to remember what he did, though, a couple years ago at Bryant-Denny Stadium. He played quarterback, but also was in the secondary, helping lead Clay Chalkville to the 5A state title championship. What a fantastic game, if you guys remember that one. So the stars are out tonight here at Pinson Valley.
That's pretty cool. And Pinson Valley has produced a lot of really good athletes. Talking about Desmond earlier, in addition to Mbakwe. Hate to see him transfer to Georgia, though. Sorry, I'm going to show my colors. He'll play the Kirby Smart.
It's a transfer portal world.
I'm sure Kirby wants him to play in a secondary. But he's an athlete. He can play anywhere.
Yes, he is.
All right, back to live game action. That's Tinsley with the basketball. Overhead pass. There's the senior. Got the roll. That's Tam Williamson. Watch his circle. Down. How about that?
Gotta love that aggressive play.
She does not mind charging towards the goal.
7-point difference here.
That doesn't happen
Miscue, yeah. Very rare miscue by Clay Chalkville there.
That went straight. Coach Gill's probably not happy, or is happy with that result.
So, Maddie, how do the Indians cut down this 7-point lead?
You know, you got to keep trying to pound it inside, but Clay Chalkville's just not letting. Look how tight that zone is. And then they shift it. You know, it's a box kind of deal where they're moving around the perimeter. But a couple of threes would really loosen it up, wouldn't it?
It would.
And there's Tinsley. Nope, won't go. Strong rebound. Addison for 2. You know, that's another way.
That is another way. Great look there on the replay.
Lead back down.
She was not going to be denied.
It's a 5-point lead. Clay Chalkville. Short jumper put up and good. That's Brewster with another bucket.
I like the way
she's smooth with the basketball.
Yeah, I like the way that she took the time. She gathered herself, set her feet, and made an easy 13, 14-foot bucket.
Whoa, nice save. Where it's going to end up? There's Addison. Addison throws errantly, looking inside for Daly. Other end of the floor. Cougars shot blocked, but no, there's a foul. It's either Daly or Addison.
You know, I like that foul. No uncontested layups. I mean, if you're not in foul trouble, go ahead and make them understand that if you're coming to the rack, you're going to get some wood.
The foul was given to Summer Addison. Free throw, too strong. At the line, Clay Chalkville.
Got Demetria Levens coming in. For Pinson Valley, we haven't seen her tonight.
Makula can't get the second one to drop either. Big break for Pinson Valley. An opportunity to cut it back down to a 2-possession basketball game. They're going to work in the perimeter. Just watch the zone. I mean, they are very active. And a bunch of 5. Looking down low for Daly. Get it back outside. Shot errant off the glass by Williams. Won't go.
That zone is very, very impressive. I mean, it is almost like you said earlier. It's almost like a box and one, but it is a 2-3. And, I mean, they are all over it. They're protecting the outside. They're guarding, lock and key the paint. Well-coached team.
At the free throw line is Williams. Net. Now it is indeed a two-possession game, 31-25. Williams will get another. Shooter's roll at this end for sure.
Gets them both. She's got 10 on the night.
An impressive but kind of a smooth and cool 10. Clay Chalkville.
Brewster has great handles. She's definitely point guard. What am I trying to say here?
Hale, top of the key, just drained it for the Cougs. Madison Hale. She has a sister, Mackenzie Hale. And we have got a timeout on the floor here on Jeffco Ed TV.
We're Pinson Valley High School, promoting achievement, respect, and success. We're Jeffco Ed Strong. Fear the Spear, go Indians.
And we're at the home of the Indians, Pinson Valley.
And Matt, just to complete my thought, what I was going to say, Kimora Brewster for Clay Chalkville is definitely the air traffic controller. She gets everything started when Clay Chalkville has the ball. And on defense, she is moving around like wildfire.
Tinsley, just the 8th grader. Jersey 15 in white. That's Pinson Valley. In dark, Clay Chalkville pass tipped inside. Here comes Clay Chalkville. Don't necessarily have the numbers. They've got the passing. Aaron knocked out of bounds. Maintain possession of the Cougars.
They are not afraid of the fast break. Very rarely do they bring it out and reset once that snowball gets rolling downhill.
Just under 90 seconds, 89 seconds to be exact. Left here in the third period. Off the glass, shot won't go. That's a strong rebound. And that's Addison.
Great defense by Addison just to stand there and make her shoot over the top of her.
You got to get her the basketball if they're going to cut back into this lead, which is now 8. And while not dominating, the Cougars have certainly controlled this basketball game from the tip. There's a save back. Addison won't go. Too strong with a left-handed jumper. Mackenzie Hale, the other sister, throws it wildly off the glass. It almost went. Now here comes a fast break, or no. It is broken up. That's Autumn Daniel. One way, then the other. Drives, put up a shot off the baseline, and good. Wow. That was a little off balance. No, Chris, actually a lot off balance, but it went.
They don't ask how, they ask how many.
That's right. Clay Chalkville now back out to a 10-point lead. Inside jumper, that's off the glass for Amaya Daly, the senior forward.
She's got 4 on the night.
There's that quick move by Daniel. This time it will not go. It's a battle for it as the clock expires. And the end of the third quarter, it's 36-28 visitors here on Jeffco Ed TV.
We need more drivers, but we need folks more than that who want to make a difference.
It's the best job in the world. Bus drivers are doing a tremendous job in receiving kids each day with a smile, sending them home each day with a smile, making a difference in their lives.
Most bus drivers are there to invest in the children as well as to gain an investment for themselves. We're excited that you're interested in being a bus driver trainer. The potential is great about changing lives.
Back at Pinson Valley, a rainy Friday night in Jefferson County. Indians hosting the Cougars, and the Cougars are up by 8 as we're going to get ready for the start of the final stanza. What do you expect?
You know, I expect much of the same. I mean, it looks like the Cougars' game plan is working on defense, but, you know, if Pinson Valley can get back in it, it's going to have to come from inside buckets. I think Ariel's standing by.
Indeed.
Well, guys, I was just inside the huddle, and Coach Gills is trying to pump her team up right now, saying we have 8 minutes left. We are not out of the fight. We just have to embrace this adversity, come together, and dig deep. She also mentioned to be smart, know where your personnel is, know where your teammates are. Do not turn this ball over, and let's pick up the intensity. Matt?
Thank you, Ariel. And to add to that, I would think a lot of trying to get it inside at 24. Summer Rain Addison, the sophomore. But right now, the girls in black, that's Clay Chalkville. They have the basketball. Daniel, ball was kicked, but I think we've got may have gone off the leg of Tinsley.
You know, and we haven't said, Maddie, the boys' game is coming up right behind this one. So don't go anywhere after this game. Again, that crosstown rivalry.
Pass. Lady Indians, that's Tinsley. Up, and it won't go. The little soft bunny just didn't get a good shooter's roll. Oh, trying to get it inside once again to Addison. They forced it, and Clay Chalkville, great defense. Throws it away at the other end of the floor. She's on the line.
Both teams a little out of control here. I'm sure both of the coaches want them to settle down.
A little pressure.
1-2-1-1 is the press that they come with.
Oh,
and
Spivey's trapped.
In trouble.
She gets it out. Shot put up by Hale, won't go. Back outside, 3 ball. Brewster, it won't go. Another offensive rebound. They pass it along around the interior, deep in the paint. Oh, we're going to get a charge. That's a good flop, don't you think?
No, I think she put a little bit of
think there was
elbow
muscle
in that
behind
one.
it?
Absolutely. Nothing like getting hit in the bread basket.
Yeah, and you know, as you mentioned back in the second quarter, one of the things that's going to get you the call there is when you lower. You lower a shoulder. Pinson Valley.
Got to break the press.
They
there
give it
you
up.
Go.
Addison, a little out of control, gets it back outside. That's Tinsley, the runner. Oh, she can't get it to roll. A strong inside rebound by Mackenzie Hale.
There you go.
Pass.
2-on-2, just like
Pinson
backyard
Valley.
Basketball.
Yep.
Oh,
give
the
it
cutter.
Up. That's the cutter. And that one finally dropped. They've been rolling around the last couple of possessions. But the lead now back down to 6, 2-possession game. Pinson Valley would love a stop here.
Summer Addison, their leading scorer on Pinson Valley squad right now in double digits.
She's just a good player. There's a long 3 ball. It is short. Rebound, another offensive rebound for the Lady Cougars. Back out at the top of the key, Autumn Daniel now driving. That's Brewster. Shot won't go. She likes that baseline, that short jumper.
Yeah, she
Dribble
got
out of bounds.
She got away with one there. She kind of dipped her shoulder to try to get access to that baseline. A good no call.
Here comes Pinson Valley. Remember, the flu bug took Shea Hall out of the lineup. She has played sparingly. Inside move, Clay Chalkville won't go. Rebound up off the bottom of the backboard, and now we got a tie ball.
I think that's our first tie-up tonight.
I believe you're wrong. You are correct, sir. And then also, Jayla Anderson, averaging almost 10 points a game. I'm not sure she's even here. She's got pneumonia.
Yeah, we wish her well.
Yes,
speedy
indeed.
recovery.
She's probably home watching this from the couch. On the run.
It's probably a good time for me to get in a plug. I do work for the health department, Maddie, and so it is flu season. Please, everybody, wash your hands, cover your cough. Those things are important. Don't go to school if you have a fever.
Tinsley gives it up. There's a runner across the lane by Williams. Won't go. Rebound, Cougars. 5:13 and ticking. Ball almost stolen away by Tinsley. Again, Clay Chalkville with the 6-point lead. It's 15-1, number 3 in the state. There's a 3 ball. The Cougars in and out, won't go, and the attempt by Brewster. How they keep the ball alive. Daniel. Down in the corner. Clay Chalkville with a 3. Oh, she got the shooter's roll. That's a good bounce by Brewster. Check it. That was Madison Hale.
Yeah. She's got 3 threes on the night, 9 points. All her points have come from three-pointers.
She sure got a nice bounce there. Lead back out to 9. Up, Aaron pass inside.
Her sister, Mackenzie, has 3 two-pointers. 3 field goals.
Oh, nice pass inside. Wide open was Hale. Check it. That was Kari King.
King, yes.
And we have got a timeout on the floor.
All right, coming up, Jeffco and
Are you ready
wrestling.
for this?
Yes, wrestling. We're going to be at Corner, and they're going to be hosting Fultondale and Gardendale. That's January the 13th. That's Tuesday, 6 p.m. Corner High School, Jeffco and wrestling.
I'm looking forward to that. Did you ever wrestle?
I did not, but my son wrestled for Gardendale for a while. It's an amazing sport to watch.
It is indeed. We would wrestle, but not competitively when I was playing football, because it's good for football players.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Really good, especially linemen.
Sandlot wrestling, wrestling with your brothers and your cousins and
now
your
that
friends.
kind of wrestling we all probably did. You ever wrestle in the mud in the backyard? That was great stuff. Well, I'll bet there's some mud and some backyards right now.
Yeah, but, those are 3 good teams. State championship pedigree on all those teams.
All right. We'll get back to action here shortly. You're looking in the huddle. Head coach Kevin Connor, Clay Chalkville. Their only loss came to Prattville, which is 7A. Ariel, what you got?
Well, guys, you keep on mentioning Madison Hill and how much of an impact she's had. When I talked to head coach Kevin Connor for Clay Chalkville earlier today, he mentioned that she's their unsung hero, and she's a sneaky scorer. They've been trying to get her to have more confidence when she faces the basket, and tonight, too, she's been absolutely incredible from beyond the arc. Those points do add up, and he said they do make a big difference when driving momentum.
Lead for Clay Chalkville is now back to double digits at 11. Their largest lead was 12. And time is running out on the Lady Indians.
So, Maddie, let me tell you about discipline. I said earlier in the game that that Pinson was going to have to pull them out to the front court, right? Or the back court, rather, to kind of spread that zone. And Clay Chalkville is not biting on it. They are staying compact and in the lane, protecting that lane. So they're not chasing. And of course, Pinson Valley hadn't hit a lot of threes either, so there's no reason for them to chase.
They do have to be wary of the time, and nobody was more aware of it than Williams as she drives baseline, puts it up and in. Lead now cut back to 9, 3.5 to go. And now you can see Clay Chalkville is in absolutely no hurry. Well, just as soon as I say that, little ball movement. I don't think it's in their DNA to slow down. They do turn it over. With the basketball, Williams, she turns it over. And now Williams got it back, but I think they're going to whistle. No, there's a timeout. Clay Chalkville. I have to check and see. Where's the possession arrow here?
Smart coaching move, but questionable timing in the middle of the play.
You know, although we shot a few free throws. That's a look at Kevin Connor in his 5th year here at Clay Chalkville. But not a lot of fouls in this one.
Yeah, our officiating crew taking a look, having a talk. Obviously no replay in high school, but they are talking about the call.
Yeah, I'm interested to see who's going to end up with possession of the basketball. In my opinion, I think Tam Williams had the senior.
Yeah,
Looked to me like she had the basketball when the timeout was called. I don't know.
Clay Chalkville's going to end up with this ball because their coach called the timeout right before they got tied up.
They were quicker than my eyes. Great vantage point we have here, too.
Love this gym. It's an intimate gym. It is packed solid already. Anticipation for the boys' game, but here to support the girls as well.
Triple team. They break it. Pass across the timeline. Should be some players open for Clay Chalkville, and one of them down low. Shot put up by King won't go. I thought there was a foul, but I thought wrong.
Zayna Tinsley was able to rotate over and keep that from becoming an easy bucket. Good defense there by her.
Lead back to 9. Pinson trails. They're in white. They have the basketball. Driving the baseline. Williams. Shot goes!
And one.
That was pretty. Look at that.
Falling. It looked like a Patrick Mahomes pass.
Not this year, but last
year. Yeah, that part.
Or last season. Missed the free throw. Ball out of bounds. It'll go back to the Cougars. 2:30 remaining in this one. Clay Chalkville rushing, timeline, down to the baseline. Shot is blocked, and here comes Pinson Valley with a chance to really make this a ball game. High off the glass, won't go. Addison with a rebound. Shot up, and it rolls in. Pinson Valley's climbed back into this one. Lead back down to 5. They're going to put some pressure on. Dribbling through it all is Brewster. Oh, wow, crossover dribble. She drives the baseline. She's fouled by Addison. And hard. She hit the floor.
That was a must-have foul there. Addison slid over in front of her. Probably just not, one step behind in being able to get a charge there. So she had to just go ahead and commit the foul. It's a smart foul. Make her earn her from the stripe.
I agree. Brewster, one of only 2 seniors on the roster, will miss the first of 2.
What about the fight of Pinson Valley against this really tough 15-1 Clay Chalkville team? 3rd in 6A ranked right now.
When they're into the floor running their half-court offense, I was going to say I don't really sense an urgency here. But Coach Gills knows what she's doing because they have gotten back. A basket here could cut it to a 1-possession basketball game. Both free throws missed on this end for the Lady Cougars.
No need to rush here. Get a good shot, and you know who we're looking. Oh, she's open. Missed opportunity there.
Williams kicks it back out to Tinsley. Yeah, they're looking at 24 down low as she swaps sides of the paint. Down to 125.
Lots of patience here, but at some point,
3 ball from the corner, too strong, won't go. Strong rebound by Hale. She's going to take it coast to coast, lays it off the glass. Was it a block or a charge? We got a block. And she'll go to the line.
Yeah, you're never going to get a charge call, running stride for stride.
Mackenzie Hale. Coach Connor told me before the game that in all his years, and he's been around a little bit, started here at Pinson, Center Point, St. Clair County. Clay Chalkville said that 24, taking her second free throw shot, is the hardest working player he's ever coached, boys or girls.
That's saying a lot.
And she can't get that to work. Here comes Pinson Valley, trailing by 5. Just a little over a minute left. Back and forth around the top of the key. There's the good pass inside. Addison off the glass. It's good. It's a 3-point basketball game with 58 seconds remaining. The crowd is going nuts here at Mike Dutton Gym. And we have a full timeout. We need a breath. So do the teams. As you see, the Indians trailing 41-38 to the visiting Cougars. We'll take a break here on Jeff Go-Ed TV.
Hello, Jeff Go-Ed family. I just wanted to take this time to say thank you to the teachers of Jefferson County Schools. I appreciate everything that you do and how the commitment and dedication that you give every day that you come to service our children and to service our families. Thank you for everything that you
do. There's a great corner look on Jeff Go-Ed TV. While we've got a few seconds left in this timeout, we'll get 2 horns here.
Maddie, I was eavesdropping a little bit on Pinson Valley's team. They believe, their coach told them, we've got to get this ball, and if they get by us out of the initial trap, we've got to sprint back to protect the goal. So they are locked and loaded. We'll see how these Cougars fend off the Indians.
There will be some pressure here on this inbounds play. We've mentioned Clay Chalkville, 15-1, ranked number 3. Pinson Valley's just 5-13, and they lost to Gardendale in their area opener. We got a whistle.
Got a foul there, and that's the thing. There haven't been a lot of fouls, and not in any of the 4 quarters have we reached the bonus.
No, not even scared it, really. 50 seconds remaining. Nice break off the ball. Inbound pass successful as Brewster brings it across the timeline. She's met by 3 Indians. Back out front. They are not going to take a shot unless they just get one they're positive about. Daniel. She was fouled. Maybe Williams. No, foul was on Tinsley. So now 4 fouls on Pinson Valley and a quick timeout here.
Man, if this doesn't get your heart racing, nothing will.
And guess what's coming up?
The boys' game.
These 2 teams are really good. Of course, Pinson Valley's boys last year went to the state finals and eventually lost to Paul Bryant.
You know, Maddie, I hate to say this, but I called it. I said, I hope that this game doesn't match up on paper the way that it looked, and it certainly hasn't. We have 31 seconds left with the home team down by 3. What it looked like on paper looked like it was going to be some kind of lopsided matchup, and it has been everything but that.
Agree. I imagine Pinson Valley will foul off the inbound. As soon as they can, almost picked off by Williams. Here comes Clay Chalkville and a push foul on Rod Tinsley, the 8th grader.
All right, that's 5.
Yeah.
You want to go over the bonus just real quick?
Yeah, in high school basketball here in the state of Alabama, there are no 1-and-1s. Each quarter, the team commits 5 fouls, the other goes to the line, and then we'll shoot 2, and only 2. The only time you'll see them shoot 1 free throw, off the mark, big break for Pinson Valley, is following a made basket. At the line, that's Kamora Brewster, the senior. Just 1 of 2 on the Cougs roster. She got that one to go, and it's a big point because now it's a 2-possession basketball game, barring a 3-pointer and a foul.
Got to have some sense of urgency here if you're Pinson Valley.
There's that active zone again from Clay Chalkville. Down in the corner, Williams. She puts up a shot quickly, does not go. Here come the Cougars at the other end. Down, shot, won't go. Rebound, Addison. 7 seconds to go. Pinson Valley turning on the Jets. 3 ball put up, won't go. Shot does not fall. The Pinson Valley Lady Indians do. And, wow, they are really disappointed.
What a fight by the
Yeah.
Pinson Valley Indians.
You know, it was a 12-point game at one point.
Absolutely.
And that's, that's a larger lead in girls basketball.
There's nothing for these Pinson Valley Indians to hold their heads down for because they fought a gallant fight.
Ariel is going to lasso Coach Kevin Connor here in just a minute. First the handshakes, as it should be. Then they'll break away and head towards Jeff and Ariel, side court.
Just trying to get out of the way of the incoming player warm-ups. But, Coach, they charged back, but your team found an answer. How proud are you the way your team stayed composed towards the end?
We always fight. I'm not real happy right now. I think offensively we played really bad. We missed a bunch of free throws late, and we should have been able to put the game away. They outplayed us and probably deserved to win the game late. But because we do play so hard and we did get some big stops toward the end, it did allow us to win the game. So our fight was there. But like I said, we can't miss that many free throws. You just can't. Not with a good team, and we were fortunate to win tonight.
Earlier you mentioned that Mackenzie Hale is one of your unsung heroes. What did you like about her fight tonight?
Well, I'm telling you, I've been coaching 21 years, boys and girls. I've never had a kid that works harder than she does. If you ask her right now, she don't feel like she played well tonight. She's frustrated because she don't feel like she played well, and we found a way to win anyway. But she's without a doubt our leader. She's a sophomore. She's our leader. Like I said, I've been coaching 21 years. She's the hardest worker I've ever coached.
What is your immediate message to the girls in the locker room in order to continue to improve?
This is good for us. We're 16-1 now. We've won like 10 in a row, and we hadn't been in a close game. So I think this is probably the best thing that could have happened to us. Now, you don't want to lose this game, but us struggling and not playing well and having to fight to hold on is probably good for us because we really hadn't had the one game we lost. We got beat pretty good. We've beat most folks pretty good. So, we ain't had that close game that come down to the last 30 seconds where you're having to call timeout. They've usually been over. So, this is going to help us long term.
Coach, congratulations on the rivalry win.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And thanks to both of you. As he mentioned, Clay Chalkville will go to 16-1 on the year, and Pinson Valley will drop to 5-14. I'm Matt Coulter along with Chris Osborne. You just heard from Ariel Schaefer. Just a final thought on this game, and let's look forward to the boys because I think it's just going to be dynamite.
I think it's going to be much of the same. What a game by the girls. Hey, and they turned off the lights. The excitement's already mounting for the boys' game, but for the girls, the recap is the defense swarmed in the zone in the paint for Clay Chalkville, and Pinson Valley Indians, as valiant as they fought, just not enough to overcome it.
Wow. This light music show, I'm expecting Michael Jordan to walk into the house. But we got the guys. They're coming up next on Jeff Co-Ed TV.